Hi friends, I'm Dee. We've got an hour of yin yang together, starting with some yin and progressing into some beautiful movement, medicinal movement of yang. So we're going to start in child's pose, balasana, on your mat. So come to the back of your mat, big toes together, knees out as wide as you'd like to take them, but we are going to take this a bit deeper in a minute, so in a few moments. So just be aware of that. Hips to heels. Do whatever you need to do for your ankles, your knees, your hips. Hands out in front. Plug your forehead into the floor. Close your eyes. You can modify this as much as you need to. You can move your arms. You can even cross your forearms and rest your forehead on your forearms. Taking some big, slow, deep breaths. With every breath, feel your mind connecting deeper into the body. And see if you can start to bring your awareness to a subtle experience of the energy flowing through your body. Or just generally of the energetic body. Now start to feel your bandhas engage. So pelvic floor lifting, pit of the belly flying in and up, especially on the exhale. And notice the energy that pushes through the body as you do that. Notice how it shifts, the energy moving through the body. Everything we do in this practice and in life in general impacts body, mind, soul. And the choices that we make can either impact the body positively or negatively. Either way, the body is so intelligent that all it's doing is looking for optimal well-being, is balancing for optimal well-being, is making an effort to harmonize. We've got 50 trillion cells in our bodies. We only know 10% of the body's intelligence, but we do know that each one of those cells contains information that is communicated to all the other cells. Our body is just this communication highway of harmony and healing. Our job, our duty actually, there's a famous Vedic verse that says it's our duty to the rest of mankind to be perfectly healthy. Because we are ripples in the ocean of consciousness. When we're sick, even just a little bit sick, we disrupt the cosmic harmony. So it's our duty to give our body the best environment for it to heal itself. Take in 5 more breaths and see if you can now really start to feel that energy moving through the body, that energy that is information at a cellular level. We're going to take this into a modified, or a variation I should say, on frog pose. So it's not your stock standard frog pose that you'd be used to doing if you practice with us regularly. It's a little bit different. And so you can just stay where you are, and you want to slide your knees off the mat as much as you can. There's not going to be a lot of weight on the knees. What you're going to do is bring your belly to the floor. So belly and hips on the floor. So your feet are probably going to lift off the floor, but your knees are off the mat. Soles of feet come together. It's like an upside down Supta Baddha Konasana for those of you who know that. And cross your forearms and rest your forehead on your forearms. Now if you're on a hard floor like I am, you've got knee issues, and you might like to cushion your knees off. If you don't feel a great deal, don't worry, because the time that we're there increases the intensity. But the other thing that you can do is if you have a lounge or a wall, a lounge that goes down quite low, then again you might want to cushion your knees off, because this will add in some intensity. You come into your child's pose, tuck your toes though so you're not squishing your toes against the wall. Slide your knees out wide and then come down onto your belly from here. And so you're pushing yourself back against the wall, so your feet are closer to your pelvis. Belly's on the floor, hips are on the floor, they might be lifted slightly, knees are on the floor. Feet will be off. And you just find yourself wherever is suitable for you. Head down, head up, head to the side, no big deal. Definitely close your eyes and see if you can, again, make your awareness more subtle. Not allowing any distractions to filter into your world of experience right now. And just focus on the breath moving through the body that moves energy, prana, our vital life force, through the body. And at the cellular level, noticing the body communicating and processing information. Our bodies are so intelligent, so much more intelligent than we could ever begin to fathom. Western science, modern science, only knows less than 10% of just how intelligent the body is. Some of the processes are automatic, but some are responsive. They respond to the environment that we place the body in. And that environment can be, external through our chores, our living, but they can also be internal through our thoughts and our emotions. Yoga is all about balance. Bring the body back into balance, especially the yin yoga, this yin section of the practice. Because by doing that mentally, emotionally, physically, it allows the body to heal more optimally. It brings the body into a state of balance that promotes healing through its own intelligence. Got 5 more breaths. How you come out of it is completely up to you. However you do that, make sure you just take it slowly. And so if you're against the wall, you're probably going to need to pull yourself away from the wall. Bring the knees in. If you're on the floor, maybe just let your legs fall out of the posture. If you're off your mat, make your way back onto your mat. If you're on your mat, you're going to make your way up to a seated position. And similar shape, but seated, our Baddha on us in our butterfly pose. So soles of feet together, knees out wide. Where you place your heels in relationship to your pelvis is up to you. So you can have your heels quite far away and lean forward, or you can draw your heels in quite close and lean forward that way. I'll leave this one up to you. Wherever you go, tuck your chin, close your eyes, and come back to that subtle experience of energy, information flow on a cellular level through your body. Follow the breath. The prana, notice the bandhas, the core locks that also help to move energy, especially as you push the exhale out. You can feel the belly lift. That engagement, musculature engagement, moves energy. Our duty, I've talked about it before in classes and recently in classes, that when my spiritual evolution progresses, it influences everybody around me. As a community, as a collective, when we increase our spiritual growth, when we heighten it, collectively, it impacts everything, everyone around us, including the whole earth. And they say that it only takes 1% of a community to impact the entire community. That's what the studies show. And we can say the same for our bodies. When you're around people that are healthy, look and feel healthy and treat their bodies well, it can't help but influence you. Have some kind of positive impact, like I'm going to try a little bit harder or change a couple of habits, whatever it is. So if we can be that for others, that's our duty. That cosmic intelligence, the ripples. If we can create a ripple effect, a positive one, then surely that's importance enough and duty enough, our dharma. Ripples in the ocean of consciousness. When we evolve, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything, everyone around us benefits. Five breaths. We've got one more pose before we start moving dynamically, and that's our Upavista, so legs out wide. So take your time, and again, like we're first seeing the practice, you're probably a little bit cold, so don't push it too far. Just allow yourself to soften into it, and give yourself time here to feel that subtle communication, energetic communication of the intelligent body, intelligent human body, the healing machine, and naturally and effortlessly as well, our body heals when it's given the right environment. You know, all you need to do is look at a little paper cut. It can be healed in hours. But if you give it the wrong environment, if you keep it wet and get dirt in it and not look after it, then it can't. But in the right environment, it heals effortlessly, naturally, because that's what the human body is all about. And the sister science to yoga, Ayurveda, one of the sister sciences, is all about that. It's all about creating perfect balance in the body for the body to be able to heal itself. The movement that we do in our practice, all part of it. Tools. And then the choices we make now, being present, the choices we make in our everyday lives also play a huge role. So if we can positively impact it now and into the rest of our day, everyone in our lives benefits. The whole cosmos, in fact, the intelligent and conscious cosmos. Five breaths. Slowly making your way onto all fours, just to move through some cat-cows as you're ready. Take your time, there's no rush, you can catch up with us when you're ready. Cat-cows first, just to mobilise through the spine, and if you want to do any twists, rotations, side stretches, then feel free to do what is organically natural to you. So see if you can move with that kind of awareness, that subtle awareness, that you just go there naturally and effortlessly. You don't even have to think about it. Core is on, gaze is fixed, especially that internal, to tap into the intelligence of the body. Only as you feel ready, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, and again, keep moving organically. Pedal your heels out. Make sure you're gripping the mat with your fingertips because you've now got weight in your hands. And lengthen out through your shoulders, your spine, tilting your sit bones to the sky. Pelvic floor, pit of the belly always. Long, slow, deep breaths. 3 more. Right leg, take it up to the sky, breath in. Peel it open as you breathe out. Stay, fill up. Low lunge, but bring your right foot wide to the outside edge of your mat. Sink down. We're going to take a twist. So maybe use your right hand against that right knee first. Just to start that rotation through the spine, stacking right shoulder on top of left. With the core on, then you can start to reach that right hand up and gaze up with it if you can, if it's okay in the neck. Breathe in. We're going to take Malasana on the out breath. So that right foot, front foot's already wide. So all you need to do is turn the toes out slightly and then bring the back foot up to the outside edge, left side edge of your mat, and sink down into your deep squat, Malasana. So first one, so feel free to take a half version, Ardha, or the full version, but being gentle with yourself. Closing eyes is always an option and always really beautiful, especially to turn your attention into the intelligence of the body. Really feeling your way through, not forcing your way through. One more breath. We get here on an exhale, and then you've got a halfway lift to lift the hips up, toe heel the feet in. You don't have to toe heel them all the way in, they can just come into hip width, and lengthen out the spine. That happens on the in. Forward fold happens on the out, and we roll ourselves up to standing. Just this first one, take it slow, ground down through the feet, let the head rise, shoulders loop back and down, reach up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out, hands through center down. Halfway lift, lengthen out, step the feet back into your high plank. First one, so set it up. Modification, knees on the floor. Push the floor away, hug your thumbs in, loop your shoulders, squeeze your triceps. Lengthen out head to heels, breathe in, shift forward, lie down, exhale. Cobra, just the one. Loop the shoulders, lift the chest, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left side, take the left leg up, bend the knee, peel the hip space open. Stay. Use the next inhale to scissor the legs a bit wider, get a bit of a deeper stretch. The exhale brings the foot through, but remember it brings it to the outside edge of your mat, quite wide. Now sink down through the hips and find the rotation of the twist. Use your left hand against the knee first. Once the shoulders are stacking, keeping that right shoulder looped, take the left arm up, and if you can, follow that left hand with your gaze. Breathe in. Malasana. So left toes turn out slightly. Your right foot steps forward but wide, outside edge as well. Hips sink down, half or full. Again, option to close your eyes, but make sure you're really focused on the energy, that cellular energy that's moving through the body, the information that's being processed. Tune into it. One more breath in and out. The next inhale brings you to a halfway lift. So as you do that, you're lifting your hips by pushing your feet into the floor, toe heel the feet in and lengthening out the spine. Forward fold on the exhale. Again, take your time to stand up. So roll through the spine, lift up through the pit of the belly, loop the shoulders, reach the arms at the top end, breathe in. Forward fold, hands through heart to the floor, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Dandasana, high plank, step your feet back. Modify if you need to, breathe in, shift forward, lie down, breathe out. Again, cobra, just the one. Inhale, lift. Downward facing dog, exhale, stay. Breathe. Tap into that consciousness that is the intelligence of the body. One more breath. And we'll flow right leg to the sky, inhale. Bring it straight through now, wide. Right foot to the outside edge, exhale. Find the twist, breath in. Malasana, deep squat, breath out. Halfway lift, fill up, toe heel the feet in, forward fold, empty out. Tadasana, just the one breath now, inhale. Uttanasana, bow down, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, lengthen. Dandasana, float back. Breathe in, shift forward, down to your belly if you're still modifying, otherwise low. Into up dog, cobra's the modification. Downward facing dog, sit bones up. Left leg, take it up, breath in. Low lunge wide, so bring the left foot outside edge. Twist, left hand up, inhale. Malasana, deep squat, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, bring the feet in. Fold, empty. Tadasana, reach up, fill. Forward fold, empty the breath. Urdhva Mukha, find your length. Dandasana, walk, step or float back. Breathe in, shift forward. Chaturanga, breathe out. Up dog, fill. Down dog, empty. One breath. We go again, right leg to the sky, in. Low lunge, wide, out. Twist, fill up. Malasana, deep squat, exhale out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Tadasana, fill. Uttanasana, empty. Urdhva Mukha. Dandasana, walk, step or float. Breathe in, shift forward. Chaturanga, breathe out. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Left leg, take it up. Bring it wide. Twist, inhale. Malasana, squat, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Tadasana, reach up. Uttanasana, bow down, empty. Urdhva Mukha. Dandasana. Shift forward, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. One more either side, right leg, take it up. Bring it through, empty. Twist, fill. Squat, sink. Halfway lift, lengthen. Fold, empty. Tadasana, reach up. Fold, exhale out, Uttanasana. Urdhva Mukha. Dandasana. Breathe in, shift forward. Chaturanga, breathe out. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Left leg to the sky. Wide, low lunge. Twist, fill. Malasana, deep squat. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Bow back down. Stand and reach. Fold, go deeper. Lengthen, fill with prana. Dandasana, float it back. Shift forward, in. Exhale down. Upward facing. Downward facing, stay. Breathe, maybe close your eyes. See if you can really feel the breath moving through the body, that intelligence and that communication. We only know, modern medicine only knows less than 10% of the intelligence of the body. What we do know is if we give the body optimal conditions, it will heal itself effortlessly. And that's what yoga is all about. The science of yoga is about bringing the body, mind, emotions, soul, spirit into balance. Perfect harmony with cosmic consciousness. One more breath here. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Bring it to your low lunge again, but you don't need to bring it wide. You can if you want to. We're going to come into crescent lunge. Just sweep the arms up, sink down through the legs. If you took it wide, it's just going to give you a bit more of a stable base to balance on. Make sure you're nice and deep in your crescent lunge though. Lift the heart, maybe even lift your gaze. There's always options for little back extensions here if you've got that in your practice. We're going to take this into goddess. So to your left, sink down. Now toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in. And you want to sink your hips down as deep as you can. If you can, maybe not straight away, but eventually sink your hips to the height of your knees. But don't let your knees fall in. Keep them pushing out. Utilize the power in your glutes. Now proud through your chest. Breathe in, float your heels at least an inch off the mat. But keep sinking in the hips. Don't come out of that depth. On the exhale, take your heels wide and fold into a straddle forward fold. Hands on the floor, utilizing them to deepen the range of movement in your pose. 3 breaths. Coming to a halfway lift on the inhale. Ninja to your left leg on the exhale. Stay. Do whatever you want to do with your hands. Feel free to use them on the floor, hands to heart. You can take them out wide. You can get really creative. If full skandasana ninja's not in your practice, then take a half version. Use your leg strength. Come back through center and stay really low, like we're coming into a low goddess. And then shift to skandasana, front of your mat. So right knee bends. Use your hands if you need to. Core necessity. So we come through center on the inhale, we land here at ninja on the exhale, then we come back to that low lunge twist. So left hand, you pivot yourself around, left hand down, right hand up. That happens on the inhale for malasana. So we're going to join the two together on the exhale, sink down. From here we go halfway lift, so that's the same, toe heel the feet in, but we go straight to high push up from here. Hands down, float back. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, down. Inward, upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. So left leg, take it up, breathe in. Bring it through, breathe out. Ground down and lift up into your crescent lunge. Stay, sink, set up this first one, do whatever you need to do. Breathe into the body. Breathe life, that pranic energy into the body, to allow the body to heal itself and energize itself. 50 trillion cells communicating intelligently with each other right now. Breathe in to your goddess pose on the out breath. So toes out, heels in, bend your knees, make sure they're tracking, they're not falling in, tracking over toes, hips sink down. Proud through your chest, strong through your core. Gaze fixed for the balance, because now on the next inhale, you float your heels. Without allowing your hips to lift up though, keep sinking them down. 3, 2, send your heels wide, straddle forward fold. So it's a slight pigeon toe, toes in, heels out. Use your hands as leverage to deepen into this posture, into this shape. Breathe in, go deeper, breathe out. One more breath. Halfway lift, find some length. To the back of your mat first, ninja, skandasana. So right leg, hands to heart, hands wide, get creative, or just use your hands on the floor. Lift up through the pit of the belly, ground down through your legs, stay low as you transition through center. We breathe in to skandasana, front of the mat, left leg on the out. And again, stay. The stronger your core is, the lighter it is on your legs. If your core is not taking up some of the activation, then it's going to be really heavy on your legs. So pivot, you're going to pivot yourself around. Right hand finds the floor, so the left hand can reach up. You'll feel that deep pivot through the hip. You'll come into your low lunge twist. That happens on the inhale. And then we step forward into Malasana on the exhale. Same as what we did in our Surya Namaskar A. From here, we come straight into our halfway lift, inhale, and then straight into the connecting vinyasa, high plank, exhale. Shift forward, breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Upward facing, fill up. Downward facing, empty. Hold your down dog, close your eyes. Make your awareness so subtle that you can feel the body communicating. You can feel the energy moving through the body that's sending information throughout the body to facilitate healing, vibrancy, health, well-being, optimal functionality. Breathe in. Breathe out. We flow, right leg, take it up, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Crescent lunge, in. Goddess to your left, out. Float the heels, breathe in. Send them wide, straddle forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, lengthen. Back of the mat, ninja, empty. Center, core on, in. Right leg, front of the mat, ninja, out. Low lunge twist, right hand up, pivot around. Inhale, Malasana, deep squat, exhale. Halfway lift, toe heel the feet in, breathe in. Straight to high push up, breathe out. Shift forward, in. Out as you lower. Up dog, brand new breath. Down dog, full of energy. Left leg, take it up, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. Crescent, fill. Goddess, right, empty. Float the heels, inhale. Send them wide, fold, exhale. Halfway lift, fill up. Ninja, right leg, empty. Center, left, empty. That low lunge twist, pivot around. Inhale. Malasana, deep squat, exhale. Halfway lift, toe heel the feet in. Take your flow, high plank first. Shift forward, breathe in. Empty as you lower. Fill up. Empty out. We go again, right leg, take it up. Exhale it through. Crescent, fill. Goddess, left. Heels float. Send them wide, fold. Halfway lift. Back of the mat, ninja. Core, lift up, in. Front of the mat, out. Pivot around, low lunge twist. Breath in. Malasana, deep squat, out. Halfway lift, Urdhva Mukha, in. Dandasana, out. Breathe in, shift. Breathe out to lower. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg, breathe it in. Exhale it through. Crescent, fill. Goddess, right side. Heels up. Heels wide, straddle, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back of the mat, ninja. Belly, center. Front, out. Pivot around. Low lunge twist. Malasana. Halfway lift. Take your flow. Shift. Empty. Fill. Take it back. One more, right side, in. Through, out. Crescent, fill. Ninja, left, goddess, and it left. Float the heels. Send them wide. Halfway lift. Now ninja, left leg. Center. Right side. Low lunge twist. Big breath in. Malasana. Long out. Halfway lift. Flow. Shift. Lower. Fill. Empty. Last one, left leg. Low lunge. Crescent. Goddess. Heels. Wide, fold. Halfway lift. Skandasana, back of the mat. Center. Front. Low lunge twist. Inhale. Malasana, exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Last connecting vinyasa. Go for it. Shift. Lower. Up dog. Down dog. Plug your hands in. Plug your feet in. Lengthen in between. Close your eyes. Our duty is to find optimal balance, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to allow our bodies, our minds, our souls to evolve, to grow, to transform. And as we do that, we influence everything, everyone around us. Even plants and animals are impacted by our growth. That's the ripples in the ocean of consciousness. It's a beautiful thing. Come down into frog pose. I'm going to give you the option to do your stock standard frog if you know that. Set that up for yourself if you prefer. Otherwise, we're going to do what we did at the very beginning, that sort of modified frog. You can do it on your mat, cushion your knees off, do it against the wall, whatever's appropriate for you. Just a little bit of information is that you can actually put weight bags on your feet. It's not easy to do it yourself, so it's useful if you have someone around that can do it for you. You can reach and try and throw it on there. But putting weight bags on your feet will add a lot of extra intensity. So knees wide. It's like you're coming into a really wide child's pose, and then you come all the way forward onto your belly. Whatever's comfortable for your head, arms. Send your attention, that subtle awareness, into your hips. And let your hips completely relax. Let gravity do a lot of the work. We're not going to be here as long. So right from the get-go, breathe into your hips. Allow the energy, that intelligent energy, to flow freely to allow and facilitate healing. full deep breaths. Having said that, I can feel my hips starting to really release, let go of some pockets of stagnation or stagnant energy. So if you need to stay there just a fraction longer or even a good couple of minutes, feel free to. You can pause the stream or you can just catch up when you're ready. If you're ready to come out of it, then again, like we did at the beginning, move slowly out of it, however you can. And we're going to do the same sequence. So seated position, our baddha, which is our butterfly pose. Again, you choose where your heels are in relationship to your pelvis, your groin. Wide, you can take what we call a wide butterfly, or you can bring it in and take a more narrow experience of butterfly. Again, up to you. Maybe change it up, do the opposite of what you did at the beginning. Western science teaches us that, you know, our body's a temple. We only get one in this life. We need to look after it, right? Which is all great. It's all well and good, and definitely, you know, we definitely need to live by that. But actually, Eastern science teaches the exact opposite. Our body looks after us. All we have to do is give it the right environment to do that for us. Balance, harmony. They're natural states of the body. It's our choices that pull them out, but the body's constantly searching for balance and harmony, homeostasis. That's its job, to always come back. Every cell has a role to play and plays it perfectly, effortlessly. So allow that subtle awareness, allow your body to do what it naturally does. 5 breaths. And then to finish off the sequence, legs wide, Upavista style. Now you're warm, especially through the hips. Not as warm through the hammies. We didn't focus too much on them. They did get a good stretch through all our forward folds. But see if you can take it deeper now than what you did at the beginning. Now you've got some heat. Energy flowing is what creates that heat. The more movement, the more heat. So move the breath. Long, slow, but full and deep. Again, 5 deep, long, slow breaths. you're ready, this will take you to your inversion. So if you're a headstander, set yourself up from seated. Otherwise, lie on your back. If you need a gentle option for your inversion, then take Viparita Karani, legs to the sky, and prop it up as much as you'd like. Pillow, blanket, bolster underneath your hips, float the legs. Shoulder stand is the other option, where you float the hips, take the weight of your waist into your hands. And if you're in shoulder stand or headstand, bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Take the butterfly version of your inversion. Very powerful posture. The energetic currents in the body, there's 6 that run through the legs, start and end at the feet. We join those currents of energy together. It's like a light switch. When the currents are joined, creates energy to fuel the light. It's ultimately what all our mudras are. You can rest the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth for another current of energy. Shoulder stand, you might want to release the feet and let the legs go wide, and then keep that as you take your legs, feet overhead for your plow version, but take a separate, a wide leg version, a straddle version of your plow pose. Everything else stays the same. Sit bones lift, spine on, core on. You can keep your hands if your toes are on the floor, or move them away. Bend your knees and let them land. So if you're in a gentle inversion, you might like just to hug your knees into your chest. If you're in headstand, start to make your way out of it through child's pose, meeting us on your back. If you're in shoulder stand or plow, hug your knees into your ear pressure, Karnapitasana, or just into your chest. Fish is where we'll meet everyone. It's where we all join back together. So extend your legs out long, sliding your hands in underneath your sit bones. Use your core, lift up onto your elbows and squeeze them in underneath. Loop the shoulders, lift your heart, gaze up. If the neck's okay today, gaze back. Slowly coming out to a twist. Drop your knees to one side, doesn't matter which side they go, doesn't matter what shape they make. Just find your way into a really juicy twist. Back through center, take them over to the other side. Back through center and make your way into your Shavasana. The king of asanas, the queen of asanas, the ultimate asana. Your body is allowed now to rest, to come into that state of rest for the deepest form of healing. Allow it. trust your emotions. Allow the intelligence of your body to flow. Lengthen your breath and feel the pranic energy move through your body as you do that. Then start to move the body gently, slowly, wiggle fingers, toes, roll out wrists, ankles, maybe a stretch, hug of the knees. You can even take into a happy baby if you like. When you're ready, you're going to roll over onto your right side, comfortably, keeping your eyes closed down. Maybe use your arms as a pillow for your head. And just lay there for a moment. And really allow yourself to feel that intelligence. It is our duty to keep our bodies healthy, because we are all ripples in the ocean of consciousness. And it doesn't just happen on a physical level. Our mental state, our emotional state also impacts our physical state. The evolution of one relies on the health of the other. Know that everything you do in your practice is facilitating that health. Help yourself up to a comfortable seated position, bringing palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, and we'll close our practice with that powerful vibration, energetic vibration of Om. Take a breath in. Thumbs to third eye center, we bow our heads. My soul honors your soul. When we're in that experience together, we experience balance and harmony and unity. Together we are one, together we say Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.
Thank you for joining me for your practice today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. In person, hopefully, through the lens if not. Take care. Bye.